Good morning. I'm here on Swanage Beach. It's bang on 5 o'clock in the morning. It's an extremely overcast, foggy morning. Proper pea super. And the tide is super low. And this is what we're looking at. Can't normally walk past the end of these groins, but today looks like we're going to. With these. Get to see that. Can't quite walk around the edge of it, and I know at the end as well there's also quite a dip that's full of water. So I'm not even going to attempt it. I've actually put a mic on today. Hopefully avoid any wind sound. Not that it's particularly windy down here anyway. I could do a little windscreen wiper on the lens, I think. Don't know if it's affecting the view of everything. Well, I don't normally see it like this. View of the old pier, the remains of it, with the new pier just in the background. I wish I'd brought a lure rod with me. It'd been quite nice wandering around. I'm going to flick out here and there. Despite the tide being low, though I haven't seen any signs of fish at all around here. I don't think I've ever walked around here when the tide's this low. Right, if you do walk around this way, have your wits about you. it can be very slippery. Not so much here, but as further you go on, the more slippery it gets. Don't want no injuries this time of morning when there's no one around. Just a quick sweep round here like that. Despite it being quite dismal weather, this morning's got something about it. Nice atmosphere. It's quite good to walk along here from a fishing perspective because at this low tide I get a chance to see where all the outcrops are and rocks and things. Know what to avoid, what to fish to. We'll do a little trip round here sometime. With a spinning rod. See if we can have a bass or two. Spinning's never been my most productive form of fishing, but I still enjoy it anyway, even if it's just taking the rod for a walk. Well, I've never seen this exposed like this. If anything, I've seen just the odd rock breaking the surface. Right, we're coming up into the towards the boat park. Quite picturesque in its own way. All the crab pots out, lobster pots. Like I say, you've got to keep your wits about you, it's a bit slippery. This is a view I've seen many times. I used to be boat park attendant down here for a few summers. Careful. These don't look particularly slippery, but there's little patches that are. Excuse me. quiet morning. This is somewhere I've never managed to walk right out to the end to. It's usually got some water on there. And look what we've come to. Excellent. Now I'm coming out into the wind. I'm glad I got the microphone on. I must remember to use it. I do like to sometimes not use the mic because it gives you the impression, the reality of it. But if you want to hear me talking, I'm going to have to wear it, ain't I? Alright, let's continue down to the ends. Going very slowly. Lots of little cockles and limpets on here. Actually adding to my safety because they're creating something to grip on. I feel better here than I did back there. There's the coastal watch point up on the hill there. And I would show you Delston, but nature has other ideas. Lots of rock pools, but I'm not going to go clambering around on that. Right, let's go back and up the steps. Get a view from up on the top there. A little wander up here. Well, that's blowing a hoolie now here, as per usual. A bit of mist in it, but it does look nice. What a spectacular view. Well, thank you for joining me on my early morning walk. A little bit of a different perspective with the low tide and the misty weather. Looks like the mist is lifting a little bit now, but not greatly. Can't see the hills still. But it's been an enjoyable little walk. So if you've made it this far, thank you for joining me. Jane's at home today, cozying up. I don't think she fancied the early morning start. Don't blame her. But I got up expecting it to be sunshiny. But sorry, I was getting distracted. I thought I saw some fish movement in the water there. But it's a shame to, once I got up, to waste that. Now, a couple of weeks back, we decided we'd have a bit of an evening's fishing. Weather was very much like today. Mizzle, we set off in the mizzle, put up a bit of a shelter on the back of the Jeep and the brolly. Went to on our little local pond that we enjoy. Caught a couple of fish, nothing spectacular, but we had a nice little bit of an evening as well. Took a bit of film and a bit of footage and that. So I think next we'll hand you over to that. Hope you enjoy. Good evening, Purbeck fans. We are at our favourite little fishing pond again. Our little club water that we come to. It's a proper rainy evening, but it's pretty mild. It's I'll show you the canopy that we've put up over the Jeep. Jane's going to cook us a little bit of munchies in a minute. We're just going to do a bit of float fishing, and there seems to be quite a lot of activity with the fish and that. So just little cosy evenings fishing. It's not going to get dark early. We're nearly in the middle of summer now, middle of yeah, midsummer's day now. But it was a shame not to get out. This morning we were at a head into Dorchester to do some towny things, bits and bobs. Got that out of the way, so we thought we'd pop down here for the evening to enjoy a little bit of peace and quiet. Right, fishing setup is a Coram Glide heavy float rod with a pellet waggler. Nice and simple. It's a weighted pellet waggler, so I don't need any anything on the line to weight it down. Straight through to a size whatever hook, about a size 10 I think, maybe an 8. I'm using I think £10 clear line and then £8 leader. I'm going to fish over to those lilies there. Just trying to watch the rain here. The rain's coming straight into us. And we come around here, we've got brolly with the rest of our stuff up. All the fishing bag. Prawns for bait. Cooked prawns for the moment. I've got a few other bits and bobs as well. We'll start off with that. And there is the canopy that Jane made to go over the back of the Jeep for when we're cooking. Nice and simple. Poles on top of the roof rack coming off. Nice canvas waterproof cover. We've got a few bit of tweaking to do with it. Eventually we'll get there with that. We have used it a couple of times when we've gone camping as well. Very handy. And our usual little kitchen in the back. So that's us nice and cozy. Jane's going to be sitting there in the chair relaxing, just listening to the sounds of nature, and I'll see what I can catch for you. Little summer fish, we'll get them back in the water. Ready? I'm casting. Right, Jane's getting the dinner on. Hello. So as not to advertise, she's cooking flipping heck sausages, flat ones, with rolls and eggs. That'll do nicely.
And they're gluten-free rolls, because
yeah,
because I'm gluten intolerant.
They're still very nice.
They're really car baked. Baked them at home.
Look at this. This is all looking nice and cosy in here with that light. Excellent. Right, that's dinner. I think it's well deserved. It's absolutely hammering down with rain outside here. Not the best fishing weather. We'll see where we go. We might have dinner and end up heading home. But it was good for the mo because we've got food. Right, that was absolutely lovely. Anyone fancy doing the washing up for us? Right, we're actually in with a fish now. Oh, that come up quite quick.
Blimey.
Right, long awaited carp. That took some waiting on. I bumped a couple off during the course of the day. Not a particularly big carp, but still very welcome. Cracking little fish. They've been playing me a good little game than that. It's worth staying out in this rain just to see that. Got one over there. Lovely little common carp. That's what we've come here to see. Put him back in the net here. Take him back to the water nicely. Excuse the light, the night's coming in now. We're back in the Jeep, we're going to head home. Thank you for joining us on this sodding wet day. We've had a lovely time, caught a couple of fish, missed a few. It's been real proper pouring it down. But with the shelter up, the canopy on the back of the Jeep and that, we managed to keep dry enough to keep going. I don't think without the shelter that we would have stuck it, but we'll get home now and dry everything out, have our obligatory glass of milk and a chocolate bar and cozy up. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell.
And share.
And share too, yes. Sorry, I will get used to this talking on the camera a bit. Thank you very much. Good night.
See you next time.